Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon starred in 10 films together, but behind the scenes, their relationship was far from friendly. Matthau referred to Lemmon as a stuck-up pretty boy, while Lemmon called working with Matthau pure hell. Their professional partnership masked a deep rivalry, one that lasted throughout their careers and even followed them after their deaths. Walter Matthau's childhood was shaped by the harsh environment of New York City's Lower East Side. Born on October 1, 1920, to immigrant parents, his father Moss from Ukraine and his mother Rose from Lithuania, Matthau's life was filled with adversity. His father left when he was 3, leaving Rose to raise Matthau and his brother alone. With few resources, Rose worked long hours in garment factories, and the family moved frequently to avoid paying rent. The Great Depression exacerbated their struggles, and Matthau was no stranger to hardship. To help make ends meet, Matthau worked various odd jobs while attending school. At the age of 4, he acted in a small role on stage, sparking a lifelong passion for acting. By 11, he was working in Yiddish theaters, where he absorbed everything about performance. Matthau eventually landed small acting roles, honing his craft and learning from the best stage actors of the time. In 1936, at 16, he secured a part in the musical comedy The Dishwasher, marking his first significant acting experience. The outbreak of World War II altered Matthau's path. He enlisted in the Army Air Corps in 1942 and served as a radio man, gunner on a bomber. He flew combat missions with the 453rd Bombardment Group, facing heavy battles such as the Battle of the Bulge. The war left a lasting impact on Matthau, deepening his appreciation for both the pain of life and the need for humor. After the war, Matthau returned to New York and enrolled in acting classes at the New School for Social Research, where he studied under the influential director Erwin Piscator. His acting career progressed slowly, with many failed Broadway productions in the 1950s. However, in 1961, he found success with the play A Shot in the Dark, which earned him his first Tony Award. This role showcased Matthau's comedic talent and marked a turning point in his career. In 1964, Matthau secured the role that would define him, Oscar Madison in Neil Simon's The Odd Couple. The play, a massive hit, made Matthau a household name. His portrayal of the messy, grouchy sports writer opposite Art Carney was praised for its sharp wit and impeccable timing. Matthau earned a second Tony Award, and The Odd Couple became an iconic part of theater history. Matthau's film career took off with The Fortune Cookie in 1966, where he starred alongside Jack Lemmon. Matthau's portrayal of a crooked lawyer earned him an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, despite the fact that he had suffered a heart attack during filming. Matthau's recovery was swift, and the film was a success. It was Lemmon who had pushed for Matthau's casting, even though the studio preferred a bigger name like Frank Sinatra. Matthau's performance in The Fortune Cookie elevated his status in Hollywood and set the stage for his later successes. Matthau's personal life was marked by ups and downs. In 1959, he married Carol Grace, who had been through her own troubled marriages. Together, they had a son, Charles, in 1962. However, Matthau's gambling addiction caused significant financial strain. At one point, he owed over $350,000, a debt that he struggled to repay. Despite this, Carol stood by him, reassuring him that love was more important than money. Jack Lemmon's childhood, while more privileged, was also difficult. Born in 1925 in Massachusetts, Lemmon's early years were marked by health issues, including several years spent in and out of hospitals for ear problems. His parents had a strained marriage, though they never divorced. Despite these challenges, Lemmon discovered a passion for acting at an early age. His first role came at the age of 4, when his father cast him in a play. By 8, Lemmon was hooked, and his love for acting continued to grow. Lemmon attended Phillips Andover and later Harvard University, where he studied music and theater. Despite his father's desire for him to pursue business, Lemmon focused on his artistic interests. At Harvard, he entertained his peers with his wit and musical talent. After graduation, he joined the U.S. Army during World War II before pursuing a career in acting. Lemmon's early career involved numerous small TV and film roles. His breakthrough came with Some Like It Hot in 1959, where he starred alongside Tony Curtis and Marilyn Monroe. Lemmon's comedic timing and versatility quickly made him a favorite in Hollywood. He later became known for his dramatic roles, such as in Missing, for which he earned critical acclaim and an Academy Award nomination. Though Matthau and Lemmon were successful individually, their collaboration was a game-changer. The pair's first film together, The Fortune Cookie, solidified their status as Hollywood legends. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they became one of the most beloved duos in film history. Despite their personal differences, Matthau and Lemmon's partnership continued to thrive. They starred together in The Odd Couple, The Front Page, and the Grumpy Old Men series, showcasing their ability to blend humor with emotional depth. Their partnership, though successful on screen, was fraught with tension. Matthau's cynicism and Lemmon's more earnest nature often led to clashes on set, but these differences were part of what made their on-screen dynamic so special. They complemented each other perfectly, creating an unforgettable chemistry that audiences loved. In their later years, both actors faced health problems. Lemmon battled alcoholism, and Matthau struggled with his own health issues, including a heart attack. Despite these challenges, their bond remained strong, and they continued to work together until their final films. Matthau and Lemmon's legacy lives on in the films they made and the friendship they shared, even if it was complicated by rivalry. They remain icons of comedy and drama, and their enduring partnership continues to inspire generations of actors and fans alike. Their story is a testament to the power of collaboration, even when personal differences threaten to tear it apart. Walter. Matthau and Jack Lemmon's legendary on-screen chemistry was undeniable, but off-camera, their relationship was far from friendly. Matthau referred to Lemmon as a stuck-up pretty boy, while Lemmon described working with Matthau as pure hell. Despite the tension, the two starred in 10 films together, building a partnership that would endure for decades. Their rivalry, however, simmered beneath their comic performances, and their contrasting personalities only enhanced their dynamic. Walter Matthau's early life in the tough Lower East Side of New York shaped much of his character. Born in 1920 to immigrant parents, he experienced hardship from a young age, especially after his father left when he was just 3. Raised by his mother during the Great Depression, Matthau worked odd jobs to help his family survive. It was during these years that he discovered a passion for acting, starting in local Yiddish theaters before diving into Shakespeare and classical music. After serving as a radioman gunner in World War II, Matthau pursued acting with determination, attending the New School for Social Research and eventually becoming a Broadway star. His big break came in 1961 when he starred in A Shot in the Dark, which earned him his first Tony Award. The role that truly made him a household name, however, was Oscar Madison in The Odd Couple in 1964. This part transformed Matthau into a leading man, and the success of the play propelled him into Hollywood. In 1966, he starred in The Fortune Cookie, his first collaboration with Jack Lemmon, and won an Oscar for his performance. Despite suffering a heart attack during filming, Matthau finished the movie, proving his dedication. Lemmon had fought for Mathau's casting, and their on-screen rapport was instant. Lemmon, born in 1925 in Massachusetts, had a different background. His early life was marked by health issues, including multiple surgeries for ear problems. He found solace in acting, performing in plays from a young age. After serving in the Navy during World War II, Lemmon moved to New York in 1947 with only $300 to pursue his acting dreams. His breakthrough came in 1953 with a role on Broadway, followed by his film debut in It Should Happen to You in 1954. However, it was his role in Some Like It Hot, 1959, that cemented his place in cinematic history. His portrayal of a musician in disguise earned him numerous accolades, including a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination. Lemmon's career continued to thrive, with notable performances in Save the Tiger, 1973, for which he won an Oscar for Best Actor, and in Missing, 1982, a politically charged drama. In 1966, he starred opposite Walter Matthau in The Fortune Cookie, and their partnership began. The two actors' differing personalities, Lemmon being methodical and prepared, Matthau often disorganized and unpredictable, only made their collaborations more entertaining. Their next project together, The Odd Couple, 1968, became a classic and solidified their status as one of Hollywood's most beloved duos.